If you're implying that I'm only using my own anecdotal experience, I can give you some scientific evidence to back my claim up. So, in terms of food quality and regulation for America versus other countries, there's a study that's found that comparing American food regulation to Europeans' food regulation, and found that Europeans' food regulation actually allows more chemicals in their food than America's does. In terms of getting in more steps when Americans go visit other countries, that's because majority of Americans aren't very active at all. You can see from these studies where they find that majority of even American children are much less active than children from other countries. There was also a study where they tested American men versus Japanese men. They found that on average, most Japanese men are walking much more than the average American men is. You can even look at the infrastructure of like America and other countries. Usually other countries like Europe, Japan, Korea, their infrastructure is designed to be a lot more walkable and they promote a lot more public transportation as compared to America. Infrastructure is going to be promoting a lot more using like cars as for transportation, and there's going to be a lot more parking spaces, and that's why usually most Americans are a lot more stationary than other citizens from other countries. So when Americans go on vacation to other countries, the infrastructure and the culture of the other countries promote more walking. So that's why usually Americans will be walking a lot more than usual. And then you come back, you might end up being like, I lost a whole bunch of weight. It must be the food quality. But really, you just started being a lot more active than usual, which is why you end up being in a calorie deficit as well, and you end up losing weight. But this doesn't apply to everyone. Of course, I never could claim that it applies to everyone. But it's a common trend that I find most people say after they went on vacation, they lost some weight.